Buddy 254 here with you today. Today is Saturday, and earlier today I had the weirdest thing happen to me. I went to go put my truck in reverse, and I looked in my mirror and I didn't see anybody, and then all of a sudden, boom, I smashed into a car. And it's really weird how it happened, because this parking lot is real small, real tiny parking lot, and I didn't really have a lot of room to get out, per se, of this spot, which that in itself really just doesn't make any sense, the way they would make this parking lot. And then not only that, but the lines in the middle of the parking lot, you can't see any lines. You can't see anything. It's just, there was nothing there. It was just like parking lot. So if I would have saw them white lines there, I probably would have adjusted my parking from the beginning. But I'm making this video for a combination of reasons. One, it's the vent. But two, is to express that our infrastructure really is in just absolute terrible decay. And these people will not spend any money at all to rebuild this infrastructure. Potholes in the road, bridges in collapse, roads just tearing up right and left. But they have all this money to go fight this boogeyman that they created and that they funded. It really just blows my mind. I mean, it just blows my mind. I mean, it really does. I mean, I get to thinking about that too. And then the weirdest thing happened when I had this wreck. When I'm calling the police, because I have real true integrity and high character. So I'm not perfect, but I would not hit somebody and just drive off and leave. I just can't do it. I just can't do it. That's just not me. I mean, if my insurance goes up, it just goes up. I mean, I got to get my truck fixed anyway. I got to get it fixed anyway. So I've already got $1,000 deductible there. So I've got to get it fixed anyway. So that's, but I wouldn't do that. I mean, I couldn't do it. I mean, I just couldn't. And I just got too much integrity and too much character to do that. So, but the weirdest thing happened. As I was calling the police, something kind of just came over me all of a sudden and just said, just stop eating. Don't eat anything. Go 30 days. Don't eat nothing. So that's what I'm in the middle of right now. I mean, I got thrusted into this fast. And so it looks like that's what I'm in right now, is this fast. This 30-day urine fast is what it looks like it's going to be. It's just a testament to where there truly, really is a higher connected energy watching after us at all times. This is what this tells me. Religion apart, everything set apart, this is what this is telling me. And it's telling me to just stop eating, to just not eat. And I don't know if I was just so angry because of this accident that it brought out so many deep down emotions that was held down deep within, which this is evidence too that God will use an accident like this or something like this to bring out our inner selves. And it also proves that pride cometh before a fall. Because I've probably been too proud But the whole thing is pointing toward me too, in so many different areas, to where, and I know it sounds like I'm just rambling around in circles, but like I said, I'm kind of venting too from this whole thing. And I told this guy this morning, I'm like, you really ought not park in these types of parking places, because somebody's going to nail you, and they're not going to be like me. They're just going to drive off. And it also tells me that, and it's not enough today to be a defensive driver, because you're a defensive driver, the chances of you getting into a car accident in this area, or in any area close to a major metroplex, especially, of course, you could get in a bad accident on a 2-lane road in the country. I mean, it could happen there too. But the chances are very drastically much higher in an area like right around here where there's just so many people. It's just absolutely crazy the way people drive here. It is insane how people drive here. I mean, they drive absolutely crazy. But for this guy to park right here, the way this parking was configured really tells me in the future, I'm willing to walk an extra mile. I'm willing to scan out a parking lot to find a place to park away from everybody else. I don't want to be around other people when I park. I want to be somewhere where I'm disconnected from everybody else, because everybody's got this mentality. Let me get right by the store. Let me park right there. Let me get that parking place. And that's all well and good. If you can get that parking place right there, go for it. But you're much better off to get way out away from all these other people for a combination of reasons. When you start to back up, always problems. Always problems. And these parking lots are accidents waiting to happen. And that's all they are. I mean, they're not anything more or anything less. I mean, that's what they are. They're accident traps. And I can assure you that this could happen to absolutely any of you. It could happen to anybody. And this car was absolutely in my blind spot with my mirror. I looked back in my mirror and did not see this car through either mirror. It was just sitting in the right spot to where when I backed up, and I don't understand why they would make it to where you don't have a right of clearance when you come out of a parking place without backing into something else. It makes no sense. I mean, it just makes no sense. There's not a right of clearance there when you back up. When you back up, there's just no right of clearance. And I mean, who do you sue in a situation like that? You really can't sue nobody. There's really not anybody you can sue. I mean, you're just kind of just stuck in that situation. Real bad, real sad situation that really upsetting. I mean, not like any situation I've ever been in before, because it's just you learn all of a sudden too the reality that this parking lot's jacked up. I mean, this parking lot's like really jacked up, and you learn that all of a sudden. And that's the biggest shocker right there when you realize that. And folks, the reason why I'm making this video is clear. I'm trying to vent, but also I want to tell you, get that hidden, far away parking spot. Walk that extra distance. It's good for you anyway. It's good for you anyway. Everybody needs to exercise. And you'll be a whole lot better off in these parking lots than having to be slave to looking all around you. If there's cars around you or not, you'll be much better off to be able to get out and get home safely. And who knows, you got a lot less risk too of hitting people walking. Okay, thanks for watching, folks.